Welcome back to your final part of Loose Women this lunchtime. Now, it seems fitting that as he celebrates half a century in showbiz, today's final guest is linked once again to the iconic soap that celebrated its own 50th anniversary last year. For the fans of Coronation Street, he'll always be remembered as the man who tamed Bet Lynch, but there were plenty of other women who fell under the spell of this ladies' man.
Elizabeth and Alexander have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of a ring. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
Come on, Rita. Aren't you glad I'm back?
No, I'm not.
Oh, what the heck?
And you keep your mucky paws to yourself.
Oh, Bet. Oh, God, this is a nightmare. It must be.
You're the nightmare, Alec. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, a man of your age.
Betty, what on earth's going on?
I'm off. I'd sooner be suffocated in my own bed than mauled to death in yours.
Alec?
Look, I can explain, Rita.
Betty,
I
calm
hope.
down. I'll make you a cup of tea just a minute.
Please welcome Roy Barraclough. Wow.
Those were the days.
Those were the days,
That's
yes.
one way of getting your hands on Betty's hot pot.
Yeah.
So when you look back on your time on the street, I mean, it was an awfully long time, wasn't it? How long in total were you
Oh,
in and out of
well,
the show?
25 years in all, because I first appeared in the street in a very small part in 1964, would you believe?
So you didn't start out as Alec?
No, not at all. I played about 4 or 5 parts.
A bit like Dallas, then.
Yes, absolutely. I sold the window cleaning round to Stan and Hilda Ogden. And,
Did you?
I was a bed salesman, a TV salesman, and then I became Rita's agent, and that was the sort of start of Alec, really.
Yeah. And what do you think it was that made them think brilliant husband material for Bet? Because you were an unlikely couple. You weren't her type,
we were the
you?
most unlikely couple ever. In fact, at the wedding, when we filmed the wedding on location, there were about 100 or 200 fans that had got news of where we were filming, and they were all outside the church, and they were all chanting, "Don't do it, Bet! Don't do it!" You know?
That must have made you feel good.
Yes, absolutely. Almost as good as the fact that they hadn't turned my trousers up to the right length. So I was stood there and had the embarrassment of the wardrobe mistress turning them up with sellotape. It was dreadful, really.
What was lovely, wasn't it? People probably don't know that when Coronation Street was around in Manchester, and you were a theatre actor, you know, that in a sense, Corrie was the place where us actors of a regular... you know, regular Joes went to get our bit of fame, didn't we?
Absolutely. I mean, I'd been for about 5 or 6 years in rep, in weekly rep, and that was the big break, you know, to get a small
And fantastic northern actors, you know, which people had never really heard of. It was typical. People down south thought, you know, nothing went on, and there was this nucleus of
really good actors up there, yes. Absolutely. Well, I mean, in fact, Barbara Knox and Kirkbride... Bill Roach himself. They all started in Oldham, at the Coliseum Theatre there. So, yeah, it was great.
When you heard that you were about to be married off to Bet, what were your thoughts? Because, I mean, that really did spin you as a personality onto a much bigger stage, really.
Yes, well, both Julie and I at the time, we both said, oh, you can't be serious, you know, it's not going to work, you know. Although I'd worked with Julie in rep, and we knew each other very well, and we both had the same sort of sense of humour, so we did get on in that respect, but we both thought it was the most unlikely pairing, but it worked out terrifically well. I mean, the chemistry we had on screen was wonderful.
And will you be celebrating that in this play that you're doing, Corrie? It's imaginatively called.
Yeah. No, there's only one very tiny scene with Alec and Bet behind the bar, you know. I do feel a bit insulted because they had Alec's head just above the bar, so I thought... and Bet was about 6'3" up there, you know. I thought, I was never that short, surely.
So this, Corrie, the play, does that cover the last 50 years of Coronation Street?
Yes, it really is. It's an affectionate, tongue-in-cheek look at the whole of the history of the programme, right from the very first scene with Ina in the corner shop, right up to the recent tram crash. So,
what about actors? Actors from Corrie, or...?
No, this is the one of the... I mean, they're actors that have been jobbing actors, and they are wonderful. There are only 6 of them. And between them, they play 55 characters. And the marvellous thing is that although they're not absolute impersonations, you know, they capture the essence of every character, so you know immediately who they are. And the whole thing is linked by a narrator, which I'm doing in several venues on the tour, and he guides the audience and through the whole 50 years. Oh, it's very clever, written by Jonathan Harvey.
There's a lot you could teach those actors about characters, because one of your most famous was, of course, performed alongside Les Dawson with Sissy and Amy.
Yes, that was
before we talk about that, let's take a little look.
Well, I'm just about flabbergasted with our Phyllis. Oh, she's gone one above herself, that woman.
Really?
Since she married that draftsman.
Oh, well, yes.
Because he's got a relation in all Woodley. Do you know we went to a Scrabble party the other night in Morley?
No.
And the conversation got to the classics.
Oh, yes.
And our Phyllis said, run about Beethoven.
Oh, yeah.
And she said she'd seen Beethoven get on the number 5 bus to the town hall. Oh, I said, you showed yourself up, our Phyllis. Number 5 bus doesn't go to the town hall.
Favourite characters? Was that mainly improvised, those sketches?
Yes. That period, it was very early in the Sissineda life, and they were all improvised, and it used to terrify me, because we never knew what we were going to do. And Les would say, oh, I'll do the lobster gag, and then I'll do this, and I'll do that. And I think, what the hell's the lobster gag? I don't know the lobster gag.
They used to call me and Jem McDonald Sissy and Ada on this show.
Oh, no.
Because we're always going, oh, have you seen her, what she's wearing? Just needed a wall in between.
It seemed like a lifetime ago, and, you know, comedy's changed so much since Les Dawson. I was a big Les Dawson fan. It was great light entertainment. That's what it equals, and it's also changed now.
But it's character-based.
All character-based.
Yeah, fantastic. Those characters still work to this day.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with the tour. Where will you be appearing with it?
Yeah, well, it starts next week in Cambridge with the lovely Gaynor Faye playing narrator, and then I shall be picking it up in Millennium Theatre in Cardiff.
Good luck with that.
Bradford, Southampton. Yes. And
No rest for the wicked. Oh, thank you so much for coming by today. Roy Barraclough, everyone.
Bless you, thank you. Thank you very much.